Forest Zameen Par, an article written by Gustas Manjaro Irani for thealtar.com, sheds a lot of light about the destination that they've visited over the years, precisely which is the Nagarhole National Park. Now, Gustas Manjaro need no introduction into the world of travel. Travel junkies that they are, this husband and wife duo have been to some of the most exotic and exclusive destinations from across the world. Having written some very interesting articles in leading publications, travel publications, and also lifestyle publications, Gustas Manjaro did share a lot of light about this destination. What made it special? What was different about this destination compared to other wildlife destinations? And a lot more. I got into a casual discussion with Gustas Manjaro over a phone call, and this is what they had to say. Gustas Manjaro Irani. Hi Jero, can you hear me?
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly now.
Okay. This is better.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm recording right now. So I'd like to just basically start by thanking you both to basically spending your time and coming on board the show, wherein we would be speaking a little bit about the article that you gave us on Nagarhole. Yeah. So could I just start by asking you a little bit of information about yourselves in terms of the writers that you are, where all have you traveled, and so we could just start with that.
Yeah, we've been at it for around 25 plus years, and
we visited around 65 countries
and
seen quite a bit of India, but we'd love to see much more of India, and we have quite a long bucket list in terms of seeing other countries.
Oh, lovely.
Too.
Okay. And we've published articles in over 100 publications.
Oh, okay. Great. So, if I'd like to just sort of shift the entire thing to the piece that you'd given us for thealtar.com, and wherein you had written quite an extensive piece on the Nagarhole forest and Kabini in particular. So, could you just elaborate a little more about your experience at that place?
Kabini, we've been there twice, I think. The first time around, we went to the River Lodge.
Okay.
The government-run River Lodge.
Okay.
Then the second time around, we went to
Evolve Back Lodge in Kabini, and the third time to the Sarai.
Okay.
And all three are very different.
Okay.
The government lodge is very colonial. The Evolve Back was sort of built traditionally according to the architectural concept of the Karuba tribe.
Okay.
And the Sarai was also very lovely because it's a very small, cozy property.
And what was nice was they were all river-based.
Okay, yeah.
So
we could go on a cruise, and then which is in a way more eco-friendly than whizzing around in a jeep.
Okay.
Forest.
Okay. So you're referring to the boat safari which you all did?
Yeah, we did
we did the boat safari as well as the
jeep safari.
Okay. So what is it one thing about Kabini that really struck you all, which really stood out about Kabini as a destination?
I think this thing of being both water-based as well as land-based.
Okay.
And the variety of wildlife. I mean, it wasn't just tiger. It was, you had bird life, insect life, of course mammals.
Okay.
And the elephants. We saw lots.
Yes, elephants. Elephants along the waterfront.
Okay.
The herds of elephants, gore.
Okay, nice.
And it's very lush and green.
Yeah, the forest is very lush and green.
Yeah, it's very lush and wonderful.
Okay.
It's one of our favorite parks.
Okay. Good. So the sighting, your sighting revolved. You had a lot of sighting of tigers, and basically mostly the land animals, and also some of the the birds and likewise, right?
Yeah, we saw the serpent eagle. We saw a Malabar squirrel.
Okay.
Otters. River otters.
Okay. And how many days did you spend at Kabini? Totally. That is all the 3 properties put together. So you would have spent
Say about 9-10 days.
9 to 10 days the 3 together.
Okay. And is there one thing that you all have sort of carried forward from Kabini as a memory?
I think you can feel the forest over there as few parks elsewhere you can, It's very sort of, it's not very crowded.
Okay.
Some of the parks in India are now getting very crowded with jeeps jostling each other and all.
Correct.
So
I think what I remember and struck me was when we did the morning walk, we came across a green wine snake.
Okay. Ooh.
It was such a beautiful animal.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you normally think of snakes and horror. This chap she was beautiful.
It was just draped across a plant and it had dewdrops on it. It was an early morning walk in the Sarai, I think.
Yeah.
At the Sarai with the naturalists.
Oh, okay.
That was a beautiful sighting.
Okay. How would you... Sorry.
People tend to lose sight of the forest when they're looking for the tiger.
Correct.
Just much more there is to the forest.
Than just seeing the big cat and returning to
We heard that now Kabini, the star attraction is the Black Panther.
Yeah.
It turned up after we
made our trips.
Okay. So you all didn't meet the Black Panther. You all haven't got to see him as yet.
No.
How many years has it been around?
He's been around for quite some time. In the sense it's only in the recent past, say about a year plus that he's come on board and he's sort of begun showcasing himself and he's become a rage.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You see him on Facebook and Instagram a lot.
Yeah. So, and how would you all pitch, say, Nagarhole against, say, any of the national parks in the northeast or central India? How would you pitch it as far as the destination is concerned?
I think we will rate it pretty high up.
Okay.
Because it's not a very big park, it's very intimate and the sightings are also very...
and I think that feature of it, land and water base.
That's what makes a difference compared to the other parks.
Yeah.
Is it open during the monsoons?
It is, but your sightings aren't that good. You do have the resorts are open, and so like I said, the forest is in all its glory. So the sightings, I'm told, aren't that good compared to say during a dry summer.
If you go wildlifing in the monsoons, here's an option. Most of the parks up north, they close during the monsoons.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
You should do a trip during the monsoons then, especially to Kabini, because Kabini especially is in all its glory. The river is filled to the brim and the forest is really, really green and dense. So it's an interesting sight. It's an interesting sight during the monsoon.
Yeah.
It's a different behavior altogether.
Yeah.
So, anything else you would want to add, Gustav and Gerald?
Elephants, when the Asiatic elephants, when they come down along the river banks, huge herds of them.
Correct.
Foraging. Oh, that's quite a sight.
Yeah, I can imagine. So you all did when you all went on the boat safari, you all must have seen enough of these, right?
The elephants, yes.
Correct.
And in the boat safari, it's very quiet. It's not so noisy, so you get to see a lot more.
Okay.
In a way, yeah. because in a jeep with the whirring of the jeep and all that, I think very often you don't see that many animals.
Yeah.
So we particularly like the boat safari because you could see the birds also very clearly, and
Okay.
and also of course the wildlife along the banks.
Yeah, you'll have taken some really nice pictures of your trip,
Yeah.
especially of some birds and likewise, and some elephants.
Yeah.
So you've really taken some nice pictures.
Yeah. That's Gustav's handiwork primarily.
With Charu pointing out where what to do.
So fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Anand.
Fine. Thanks a lot, Gustav and Jeru. It's really nice
Thank you.
sharing your thoughts on Nagarhole and on Kabini. Thanks a lot, and we'll be in touch for the future couple of destinations.
Yeah, next time we'll give you the snow leopard.
All right, great. Thank you.
Thanks, Anand. Bye.
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 Be safe.
Thanks.
Bye. Thank you. Just before winding up on this episode on thealtar.com, we'd like to leave some thoughts with you on this destination. Well, this destination, like I had mentioned before, is a nature lovers / wildlife enthusiast dream come true. I think Gustav and Jeru have shed enough and more light about how this destination stands apart. Why does it stand apart? And more importantly, why it is one of the most sought after destinations in South India when it comes to wildlife and nature. You could speak to our destination storytellers or travel agents on thealtar.com. Do log on to thealtar.com. Kabini is featured as one of the key destinations there. Speak to one of our travel agents, and you'd be surprised as to what they've got to offer you. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of thealtar.com, the destination storytellers.